Hello friends! Today is the time of year when I set up my brand new bullets journal, and I'm going to be using these products. These are washi papers or washi sticker papers that I will be cutting out and using as needed. And I also have a small pack of purple floral stickers. I decided that I wanted to do a very simple sort of setup this time around, but I wanted it to match the one that I previously did for this year. So I'm using the same style of notebook. This is also a Papershire bullet journal, and this is me trying to figure out how to use these washi stickers. Now I have, in all full disclosure, already cut out and designed everything before filming this, because it took me hours and hours, and I didn't think you'd want to watch a video that long. So that is why everything is kind of already pre-cut and pre-done. I'm just sort of penciling in some things, but I was kind of excited to show you guys what I've created this time around. I really love these washi papers. I found them in my stash, completely forgot that I had them, and when I noticed they were sort of slightly sparkly, I was like, ooh, floral and slightly sparkly, very nice. So I had to go for them, I had to use them. And then I'm also using this sort of teal Tombow. This is going to be my main sort of colour for this setup. And this is my year at a glance, which contains the first half of 2026 and the latter half of this year, because it's all I need. This year is mostly for writing down birthdays and appointments and things like that, and then next year for just taking notes on bigger events that are coming up. So I didn't really need to do a lot. A nice simple page, functional, that's what I want, that's what it should be, functional. So I decided to do some pink and blue lines, and then a little bit of green, because I thought the green looked nice. I really liked that, very fresh, very minty, I liked it. So yes, I am just sort of finishing off with the last few details, and this time around I actually managed to not go overboard and add like a ton of sparkles and stuff. Now this is me deciding how I wanted to put the titles of the months. You can see I took quite a while there. I was like, I don't know what I want to do, but I just decided at the end to just write them nice and simple underneath. It still gives me about 3 or 4 lines to write important dates. And that is my year at a glance. It's lovely, I love it. Now this one is my goals page, and I decided to actually use the entire insert of that front cover that I'd cut out. So it just looked amazing, and I was like, you know what, I could use that. So that is what I have done, and I'm using that lovely teal Tombow again. It's a super simple page. I mean, honestly, when I was going through and actually sort of prepping for this, I was most of my time was spent trying to figure out how I wanted to do it and what I wanted to do. So once I'd figured that part out, this is just me putting it all down. But yeah, the actual figuring out of things is mostly what takes time. I'm very indecisive. You know, I was like, am I going to only use the washi papers and the one pack of stickers, or am I going to need to get out loads of other stuff? Am I going to need to use it? And I decided, I was like, you know what, I want to keep it minimal. You know, this is something that I'm going to be using regularly. This is something that I want to be able to just easily add to, and that's what I've kept to. Now this is my health and reading tracker. I did one for the first half of this year, and I have filled it out every single day. I am very impressed. This seems to work for me, and what I do is I use the 2 squares in each thing to just put like a letter that sort of matches any health. So like if I have a migraine, I'll put an M. If I'm feeling sick, I'll put an S. If I'm having a panic attack, I might put PA, you know, like that kind of stuff. It's very simple. And with the reading one, I just put a tick and how many pages I read, or a line if I didn't read that day. It just helps me visualize how I'm doing throughout the month. So I really like that. It works for me. And that's the important thing. See, what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. Now, this is my books read spread, and I've changed this up because every single time I have done a bookcase and I only read like 5 or 6 books, and then I'm like, what do I do now? So I've been consistently reading maybe 1 book a month, which I'm happy with. I'm not angry with that. But what I decided was on the right hand side, I'm going to list the title, the author, and my rating. And then on this left hand side, I've got these lovely rectangular cutouts that I am putting down. I'm putting down enough for a whole year, so 12 books. And then those white rectangles will go on the top, and we'll have the book front cover or title or something. I haven't quite figured out yet how I'm going to do it, but it's going to look really awesome. I know it is. It has to, because I've planned it that way, and it will work. But yes, that's basically the whole point of this. I might even do a short in the future where I'm sort of showing myself filling out the ones that I've read for the first half of the year, but I have not decided exactly how I want to do it yet. But the idea is there. I just have to figure out the execution. But it looks really, really nice, and I'm very happy. And then I found my star stickers, my rating stickers. These are from It's Simply Bizarre. They are amazing. I got them on Etsy. Please check them out. They do amazing stickers. Love it. Now, this is my 25 in 25. Now, you may be asking yourself, have you not finished at least a little bit? Yes, I have. So I am now only having a space for 15 of the 25 areas that I have not yet watched. But I have watched 10 off of my list. So these are where, there's a blank one just in case you're wondering. I can choose a movie because I accidentally printed out the same image twice. So that's my bad. But this is where I'll put information about what I thought of it, like a little blurb after I've watched it. And then on that left hand page, these are all the ones that I've watched so far. And again, I haven't put my rating down yet, but I might do a short where I actually mark what I thought of each one. Now, you may not like the same things that I do. I may not like the same things that you do, but I was pretty happy to get through 10 so far, 3 of which were box sets. So I only watched series 1 of each of them because that was my goal. Watch the first series. If I like them, if I'm interested, then I will continue to watch the second series in my own time, or third or fourth or whatever. So I will be doing that at a later point, but obviously I might do a short where I talk about each one. That is that page, and now we're into my YouTube videos. This is where I will be planning my videos for the remainder of the year. I found this really, really useful in the first half of the year to be able to sort of see where I'm going with my ASMR channel and also this craft channel. I don't always understand what I have left to do unless it is written down right in front of me. So that is why I have done this page. And yes, I just added some sparkly Ujima flirps there. Didn't really know what to do on this page, if I'm honest, because I need the space to be able to write. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to add the decoration where I can, and I went ham. So there we go, nice and sparkly. Now, this is the final 2 pages that I'm setting up today. This is my video ideas, which is going to be a super, super simple one. This is where I'm just writing down all the different ideas that I have for future videos. If I don't write them down, they're gone. You know, blink and I miss it. That's basically the whole point. So yes, I want to be able to write and say, what videos have I got coming up? I don't want to give too much away, but maybe there'll be some pen tests or product reviews or a specific item I want to use in an ASMR video. Things like that, really, really simple. And then this is my self-care bingo. Now this is the exact same self-care bingo that I put in the first half of my journal, except all of those little nakey spots that are there where there's no writing, those are the ones I've completed. So I'm not doing too bad. I have managed to complete some of them, but not all of them. And what I've done is I've cut out a load of circles from that really beautiful shiny washi paper, and the ones that I've finished will have a circle put over them, and then when I finish any of these other ones I will place another circle, and I've done them red, blue, or blue, red, blue, I can't remember now, but you'll see in a second. What are we going to have? Are we going to have blue, red, blue? I don't know. But basically it'll just cover it. Now this is me getting very confused with which ones are blue and which ones are red, so now I'm going to put them all down. There we go. And yeah, I think it looks really, really nice. I just crossed them out in my first journal. It doesn't look bad or nothing, it doesn't, but I just thought, well, while I have these scraps of paper that I've not used, I might as well cut them out and use them for something. So I'm really happy with that. It looks beautiful, very sparkly, very, very nice. And then I'm just doing some lines. I really do love this washi paper, and I had so much left over. Each of those packs came with 5 sheets, and I probably used about 10 sheets total of the various colours in the packs, but I'm pretty happy. So this is my super simple cover page. I really just didn't need it to be anything major. This is my functional year at a glance. I actually really like that. I think it looks amazing. Here is my goals, my health and my reading tracker. Love it. Oh, that goals title is so beautiful. Here are my books read. I have not filled in the ones that I've already read this year because who knows how many more I'm going to read before the end of June. Okay, probably only finish the one I'm reading, but still. And then here is my movies and TV shows. This is my 25 and 25, and I have 15 left to complete. Feeling pretty confident about it. I think I'm going to do it. So that is my 25 and 25. Absolutely loved it. And here is my YouTube views. This is kind of a tracker for me, just so I can list what I need to work on and get done. And then I've got space for some more ideas and also some self-care stuff, things I really want to work on for myself. And that is the whole setup. It's a simple one, it's a functional one, and I love it. Thank you for watching. Bye!